What's up, family? Get on this report. Dash 20 Maryland. Today is Thursday in my city, Chicago. A thankful Thursday, depending on if you're drunk or not. You understand what I'm saying? I'm grateful that I am not, you know, drunk, high, or whatever the case may be. Thankful that I'm in my right mind. For real, for real. Because you got to be aware in these streets. They say to be aware is to be alive. You understand what I'm saying? I don't always get it right, but I don't get it as wrong as I used to. Long story short, this is going to be based on a true story. So please, for all the ones who be judging me, critiquing me, you understand what I'm saying, trying to figure me out and scrutinizing me, whoever you may be, police or whatever and stuff. I grew up hard, real talk. No family for the most part. They was around, but they wasn't, they kind of allowed me to, you know, teach myself or grow up. And then, in AA, they said, if a bird, you understand what I'm saying, is ready to fly, the mother think that the baby bird is ready to fly, the mother bird will push the baby bird out of the nest, literally kick them out, right? And if the baby birds start flapping their wings, then the mother be like, okay, the motherfucker can fly, right? But if it look like it about to hit the ground, the mother will swoop down and get the baby bird before a splat, right? Now, I used to have these dreams back in the day, that I was going to heaven. Then I had the dreams that I was, falling. And I always want to wake up before, splat, right? You know what I'm saying? I would wake up. But I didn't want to come back to earth. Why? Because I knew it was a hot mess. But this is based on a true story. I grew up bad. Everybody should know that by now. It's just messed up. Foster child abuse, all kind of stuff. Still going through hell, right? Now, I was dumb as a box of rocks, okay? Real talk. Didn't know much of anything. Borderline retarded. At 6 years old that I could remember, because I was with my foster mother at the time, 1335 East 75th Street, Betty Jean Redmond, and the Redmonds. And my foster mother, I was, kind of close to her. And, she was like, hey, go in the kitchen, look on the table, and go get you an apple or orange. I went to the kitchen, looked on the table, saw something on the table, but I didn't know which one was an apple or orange. You understand what I'm saying? So in my mind at 6 years old, as slow as I was supposed to be, you understand what I'm saying? I left the kitchen without the apple or the orange. Why? Because right then and there, I wanted to learn as much as I could. For real. I felt dumb and stupid. And that's the truth. I punished myself. Whereas somebody with too much pride would have just grabbed one and played it off. But what if she would have asked me, which one did you get? And I picked the wrong one. I said the wrong one. What if I had an apple and I said an orange? That would have been even more embarrassing, right? So, I kind of, punished myself even at 6. Now, I'm also at 6 was the one that stood up for myself for being a child abuse victim. And that turned out to be a halfway decent story, right? Because I wasn't no longer being abused by that family. Even though I heard in the end, they didn't go to jail or nothing. I'm still catching hell. Imagine that. Long story short, I'd like to know the ending to their story, but that's another story for another day. So for the ones who think I might be a little too smart for my own good, I barely got my GED, but I believe I earned it. For real, for real. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. I got it in 2006. It's 2024. I know a lot more now than I did then. And I thank my ex-girlfriend, LaWanda Joy Jacobs, because we was talking one day before, we had to depart or whatever and stuff. And, she was talking about, God. She was a Jehovah's Witness or whatever. Now, I believe in God, right? Faith of a mustard seed. And she said the word theologian. And I said, what's a theologian? And she laughed at me. That's another thing. I don't like being laughed at. I didn't know at the time it had something to do with God because I wasn't going to church. You understand what I'm saying? I just had a faith of a mustard seed. Real talk. But when she laughed, I felt like Dave Chappelle, friend, when he was laughing at him. See, Dave Chappelle went to Africa. I went to prison. You know what I'm saying? trying to get away from her. Real talk. I don't like people laughing at me because, you know what I mean? It was embarrassing for a person that really believed in God not to know what a theologian was. You understand what I'm saying? But I know now. You understand what I'm saying? And I bet she ain't laughing because I know a lot more about the Bible now than she probably ever thought about. You understand what I'm saying? So I need y'all to read your Bibles. Jeremiah chapter 34 through 38 and the whole book of Israel, chapter 1 through 10. And I'm going to take these balls and play with them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on a second. You know, I know y'all be like, you know, how do she do that? Because I believe in God, a power greater than myself. When you become too smart for your own good, you become embarrassing in the end. You know, God to make a fool out of you. So LaWanda and all the ones who think, you know what I'm saying, I'm kind of slow. Come on now. You was with me for over 10 years. I could have been too slow in some areas, right? I'm just saying. One more for the ones in the back. This the folk. Oprah Winfrey. I've been doing this since the age of 6, 1973. I want to thank my higher power, my ancestors, my real Mary McNamara, and all my haters. Step your game up. Peace.